Imagine if you went on holiday for 6 months of the year and when you returned, your neighbours had taken over your house. That's the situation facing the endangered Chatham petrel, whose pushy neighbours, the broad-billed prions, take over their burrows while they're at sea. Let's find out how rangers on Rangatira in the Chatham Islands keep those prions at bay.
Chatham petrels were once widespread on the Chatham Islands, but same as many of the other species, just a combination of habitat loss over time and predation has really reduced their distribution until they're basically only occurring on this island on Rangatira. We think the current population here is about 1,000 birds.
Why are the prions such a problem for the petrels?
It's really a numbers game. It's the broad-billed prion is just so much more abundant. We're talking 300,000 birds compared to Chatham petrels, which number 1,000. They compete for the same space, so the broad-billed prions take over Chatham petrel burrows. Instead of digging their own, they'll look for existing burrows. So when the Chatham petrel has a chick in its burrow, that's when the broad-billed prion is looking for a burrow. So they'll just come in and kick the chick out, and they can quite easily kill chicks and potentially kill adults as well. Anja,
this is a bit of a comparison. I've got the Chatham petrel, you've got the prion. So what are the major differences here?
Well, they're very similar in size and weight. The big difference is the head is very different. Broad-billed prion, as the name indicates, has a very broad bill, almost 3 times as wide as the Chatham petrel. It's got a very steep forehead, much more gentle on the Chatham petrel, and then just the general in the facial markings are quite different. What
sort of things do you guys do to try and make life easier for the Chatham petrels?
When a new burrow gets discovered, we replace it with a wooden box, just like this one here. It just provides the bird with a safe burrow, which it'll have for many years. And then there is the entrance, and we modify that. There's actually a plastic pipe runs from the entrance into the nest chamber. But probably the most important thing for protection is this flap, and hopefully this acts as a visual deterrent and also like a physical barrier. So a Chatham petrel will know this is its home, and it'll have an egg in there or a chick, and it'll have a real drive to get in. Whereas the broad-billed prion will go, oh, this is just a bit too hard. It's made a significant difference to the breeding success of the species. Historically, it was down to 20% of burrows that actually succeeded, and it's now currently sitting at about 80% on a regular basis. And the burrow has an outer lid, and it's got another lid just to keep the chick nice and warm. And that's what they look like. They're just a big bundle of grey fluff. This is all downy fur that they will shed. It all falls out and they get replaced with proper feathers. But this guy's still got quite a long way to go. He's actually quite small still.
Rather than trapping and predator control, scientists and rangers have had to come up with new and innovative ideas to try to solve the petrel's problem. The efforts have paid off, and with new populations, the Chatham petrel's future is looking brighter by the day.